Thanksgiving DJ drama. Trendsetter DJ Sense. Do remember, man, we got your tickets to see the homie Waka and Wale in concert, as well as passes to see the homie Mike Epps. Keep it locked right here for your chance to win. Now, we still have Mrs. Hatch in the house, Little Boosie's mother and Little Boosie's 9-year-old daughter. What's up, y'all?
Hey, what's up?
Y'all good?
Yeah, good.
Now we on this Free Boosie campaign.
Correct.
Free Boosie movement, and of course, you know, we're talking about Little Boosie, who is now indicted in, I read it was 6 murders.
No, it's one murder. One murder.
It's just one.
Now, okay, how you doing, sir?
Good, very good. How are you, sir?
Now, we also have Mr. Williams on the line, who is Boosie's attorney.
How are you, sir? How are you, driver?
Everything's good, man. Good to have you on the show.
Good to be here. I appreciate the opportunity to talk about justice.
Okay, now let's talk about it again, because I just read on CBS's website it was indicted for 6 murders, and you corrected me and said it was 1 murder.
Well, you know, actually, the fact that you brought that up is a very good thing, because part of what the DA is doing in Baton Rouge is trying to convince the public that there are a series of murder cases, but there's not a series of murder cases. There's 1 case he's charged with, but that's the level of the injustice that this office is going to go after an innocent man. They are giving reports that there are numerous cases when there's just 1 case. And the 1 case, there's not a single bit of evidence that involves Lil Boosie, other than the fact that he's a young black male that did well in Baton Rouge and made some money and that sold a bunch of albums. 447-411-1079 is the number. We're talking about Little Boosie. Now, as of right now, he is currently on death row, or are they trying to get him on death row? They're trying to convict him and place him on death row based upon the confession of the person who actually committed the crime. The person who committed the crime was caught, admitted to it, and then in an effort to try to cut his time down, he points a finger at somebody who the DA's office has been at odds with for quite some time, which is Little Boosie, because all he does is tell the truth on his rap label about what life is really like in Baton Rouge.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of that also, now, I'm not sure if this is the case at hand, but, you know, and this is just from my rap knowledge and my hip-hop knowledge. I know there was, you know, one of the situations was there was an artist in Louisiana that made a diss record to Boosie. Mrs. Hatch is shaking her head. And that, you know, Boosie then replied on a record, and that they were saying that that Boosie had something to do with that murder. Is that inaccurate information?
Not even close to the truth.
Okay.
Not even close to the truth. I mean, anytime you're on top, there's going to be a lot of people who will write diss albums, try to you know, come up just on some sort of back and forth with the person who's on top. There's tons of people write those. I mean, it happens with Jay-Z. It happens with anybody who's on top. But that does not mean that the person who you are trying to get to entertain you is going to kill you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Of course.
It's flawed logic.
Entertainment.
I mean, yeah, it's entertainment. And the truth of the matter is that the young man who was murdered was a notorious killer in the Baton Rouge area, the area called the Bottom and other parts. And there were numerous families that had issues with him, numerous people who had vendettas against him, who had motives to commit the crime, and someone else has already admitted to committing the crime. But because, you know, you've got Hill and Moore listening to Boosie's album, listening to other albums, he already had a problem with Lil Boosie. And he had a problem with the fact that he was a young black man from the Bottom who did well, made money, and moved into a neighborhood that he didn't like for him to live in, right? And he also talked about the injustices in Baton Rouge in his music, and they didn't like it. And so he's been going after him in every single way possible, and now he's going all the way out, and he's starting with the murder, and there's not a single piece of evidence that connects him to the crime. There's not a single motive for why he would have wanted to be involved in this crime. And the motive that they're realizing doesn't even make sense.
Let me ask you this, Mr. Williams. How long have you been Boosie's attorney?
Going on for about 6 months now. We've been working on the case diligently, and we will be in court in February. And for promotion hearings, and Ms. Hatch will be there. There'll be a ton of fans there. supporting him. Baton Rouge, New Orleans. I mean, Boosie's worldwide. People are standing by him. People are not going to forget him.
If everything goes according to plan, how much time will Boosie be facing if the murder charges are dropped?
If the murder charges are dropped, he has to do a little bit more time for a probation violation. Not very much. You're talking about a matter of a year. He's already done most of that already. I mean, the rest of the problems are very minor. If he wasn't Lil Boosie, he wouldn't be in jail right now. I mean, we're talking about probably a pinch of marijuana. However, for some reason, in Baton Rouge, that's for 10 years of probation. Yeah.
I appreciate your call, Mr. Williams. I definitely wish you the best in the case.
Pray for us. Keep Boosie alive. Keep talking about it, and we're going to be fine.
A-Town, man, hit me up, 447-411-1079 if you would like to talk to Lil Boosie's mom. We in the building. Trendsetter DJ says, DJ Dramas, the affiliates. We not done, baby. It's Hot 1079.